Hello, Steve.
Good evening, please.
Hi, Steve.
I was going to say, sex abuse is back in the news again. I was just thinking, I was looking at the Theresa May, and I couldn't help but think when I saw her, before they were all going into the chambers, you know, with David Cameron. I do honestly get the impression here that, you know, the likes of Theresa May, this was a lady not so long ago wanted to promote child sex education to 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
And this is the lady that's in government today. And this is a lady that's thought of the idea that child pornography was nothing wrong with it. I tell you what, Pete.
Excuse me, I've never heard Theresa May ever say anything about child pornography, and there's nothing wrong with it. I have nowhere ever in any newspaper.
I'll speak to you. Hang on.
Shut up a second. Nowhere have I seen in a newspaper where Theresa May has promoted child pornography. Nowhere in a newspaper. Now here we go, Steve. We're off again. So I want to know what newspaper you read that. Where are you? Over to you, Steve.
Well, right, it's off UK column, and it comes from seeing the documenting and the documents. If you don't believe me, get on here.
Excuse me, UK column is a conspiracy theory website.
We've got
No, hang on. It is a conspiracy theory website. It is not fact. It is pretend, like all the other conspiracy theories. Pretend. Theresa May has never, ever said she is for child pornography.
How do you know she's not said this?
Because we have just gone through it. Oh, Steve, we always have to go down this road, don't we? With your beliefs over this. So you're thinking that a woman in government would be allowed to be in government when she says, according to you, she backs child pornography.
Oh, but you believe the idea that for children to be taught sex at 5 years. No, you believe that, do you?
No, I don't believe that, but it's not sex education. It's not sex education. It's actually with children and starting to teach them about what marriage is about. Little things to children, not showing them pictures or doing that. It's teaching them the same way as they read a nursery rhyme and they see a story about Disney and stuff like that. It's not pornography where they say that's what you do and you do that. You just completely and utterly blown that out of proportion.
No, I haven't.
Yes,
I don't blow anything out of proportion.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do. You're a dramatic person that loves to find a story and makes it into nothing. You just pull it out of midair. You come on here and say, Theresa May promotes child pornography. How dare you say that?
I didn't say to...
That's exactly what you said. That's exactly what you said.
She thought there was nothing wrong
with starting to educate children, because right now, Steve, believe it or not, there is pornography everywhere for children to see. So isn't it time to help children, to make them realize that that is vile, that is wrong, that is not relationships, that's not marriage, that's not caring for somebody, that's just sex. That's why she was suggesting something should be done. There is filth out there that children can watch on their mobile phones. So what do you say to that?
Why doesn't Cameron then do something about it then?
I'll tell you why, you stupid man. Get your facts right. Because, unfortunately, all those wonderful pornography channels are based in America, Germany, and different countries in the world where we don't have any control on them. Answer that, Steve.
Oh, well, there you go.
There we go, what?
There's British pornography. What do you mean there's no...
And all they do is they channel it from somewhere else, another country, and if something's closed down, they move it to another country or another server.
Pete, I'm on about child sex abuse in this country. I'm on about our country. Child sex abuse in the best interest of our children. That's what I'm talking about.
Nobody's mentioned child sex abuse. We've been talking about pornography.
Child sex abuse, it's all the same bloody thing.
No, it's not all the same thing. Pornography is an industry. Pornography makes a vast amount of money. Some people like pornography. That's fine. That's their choice. But children shouldn't be allowed to see it. Unfortunately, children can see it.
All right, we're talking about paedophilia. That's what I'm talking about in this country.
Well, you've never mentioned paedophilia. That's the first time you mentioned paedophilia.
I was just about to get round to it until you blew your head off.
Well, blew my head off because you come on here. Right, all right then, this is what it's like. Here, Steve, how would you like me to come on and say, by the way, Steve, where he lives, is a paedophile? How would you like that, Steve? And do you know why I said it? Because I've read it on the internet. How would you like that, Steve? Hey? You wouldn't like that one little bit. You'd sue the backside out of me, because it's not true. And of course it's not true. But that's the example I'm giving. You come on here and make assumptions because you read some bizarre thing on in line, and you think you can come on and spout it. You wouldn't like if somebody said that about you with no facts. You've got no facts.
What about the assumptions about political? And you know who they are.
That's a different story. That's something to do with Theresa May.
How do you know? This is a lady that wanted to promote...
Oh, shut up, you silly man. It's time to get your band again. You're going on. You want to get your facts right before you come on this show. You've been building up to it and building up to it. If I said the things I wanted to say about you, I'd be closed down.
Well, yeah.
You wouldn't like that, would you? You wouldn't like that at all. Because that is all. You'd hate it. But you can come on and spout about somebody else.
Well, I'm not listening to rubbish that if you've got...
Precisely, you're not listening to rubbish. Well, I'm not listening to the rubbish that you spout when it's a lie.
A lie for what? What's not going on in this country, you mean? About child sex abuse and all that, and child pornography and paedophilia. You don't agree with that?
Of course I agree with that. You weren't talking about that. You were aiming at one person in the government.
Thank you very much.
You were aiming at one person in the government, a woman, and you have... You talk through your utter, unbelievable Ellesmere Port backside.
They're all corrupt.
Oh, they're all corrupt. So Frank Fielding's corrupt, Steve Rotherham's corrupt, Esther McVeigh's corrupt, Derek Attenborough's corrupt, Joe's corrupt, all politicians corrupt. Is that right, Stephen? Is that right, Stephen, according to you? Everyone's corrupt.
Hang on.
Everyone's corrupt in your eyes, are they, Steve?
Let's just see what the budget ends up in the next month then, eh?
The budget? Oh, my God. What's the budget got to do with pornography?
Well, it might help to sell a few books, mightn't it? But listen to me.
What? Steve, are you on Wacky Backy? Hang on, are you on Wacky Backy tonight? Are you listening to yourself? Are you actually taking drugs? You've just gone, so it helps to sell a book. What planet are you on? I thought we had these... I'm flabbergasted at you tonight. You've gone from one extreme to another. I think it's time for us to call it a day again, Steve, for another 2 years.
Well, I think you've got a lot of crackpots on tonight, but what I'm talking about tonight is...
But you're a grown-up. You're a grown-up, that's the difference. They're stupid idiots. They haven't reached puberty yet. You're a grown-up. We expect better from you, Steve.
And so are you, Pete. Aren't you concerned about what's going on in this country with paedophilia?
Of course, I've been talking...
Oh, are you? Oh, yeah, it bloody sounds it too.
Oh, really? What, because I said Theresa May didn't... You're not listening to yourself?
Oh, well, we'll have to talk to Bill Maloney and Brian Gates, and let's get a few of them on the line. And let's have a nice big argument with you.
About what?
A nice big argument is what we're talking about the political issues in this country, how bloody corrupt they are. And what's going on in this bloody country of ours?
You're the one that didn't vote.
Corrupt.
And you're the one that didn't vote. Hey, go and live in Bangladesh. Find out what corruption is.
All right, then.
Listen, you get your benefits, you clean us out, so don't say about corrupt, because if it was corrupt, you wouldn't get your benefits.
What benefits?
Your benefits you get.
What benefits?
All the benefits you get. You don't work. You've never worked.
How do you know what I do? You don't know what I do.
You told me.
I've never told you I don't work. You don't know what I do.
You've told me you never work. You said you said you had problems after you were a taxi driver, and you've never worked.
Oh, about the taxi. Oh, but I was a taxi driver, yeah, but you don't know what I've done since. You
told me it didn't work. You told me. Told me on air.
I got out of taxiing because of a robbery, and I told you that.
Yeah, and you told me you've never worked.
And I'm a robber.
Yeah, and you told me you've never worked since then.
I was out of work 6 months because I was shook up with. But what would you do if you had that? Tell me what I don't do. Excuse me,
you told us you didn't work, and don't swear on my show. You just said the F word.
Sorry, I apologise.
You're an absolute prat. You are a prat. You should move out of Liverpool and go and live down there, because you've look, and you've got the giggles now. You're like a big tart. I can't go to sleep now, because I can't stop it, because I'm a tart. 0151 708 1059. Let's take a break.